Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about Britney Spears. Now, the last couple of weeks I've been talking to you about Tiger Woods. He got arrested for DUI, and now Britney Spears is having a similar issue. I'm going to put a link to this article in the description for this video. Britney Spears enters substance abuse treatment facility weeks after her arrest on suspicion of DUI. Now, if you know anything about Britney, she was, this sort of young, pop star, appeared to have all of the talent and benefits that come with being incredibly successful, and yet it seems like her life has gone off the rails multiple times. It's very sad. But I will tell you, it's a story that we hear in our office pretty regularly. And obviously, we're not representing Britney, the family of Britney Spears, but whether it's Britney Spears or Tiger Woods or whoever, I mean, a family's a family's a family. And we know what it does to the family. Here we go. Britney Spears has entered a substance abuse treatment facility just over a month after she was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs. A representative for Spears said in an email to the Associated Press on Sunday that the 44-year-old pop star has voluntarily checked herself into a facility. On March 5th, California Highway Patrol officers received a report that a BMW was driving fast and erratically on US 101 in Ventura County near the Los Angeles County line. Spears, who lives in the area, took a series of field sobriety tests, just like Tiger Woods. Right now, I don't know if they were the same tests, but you get the idea, and was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence of a combination of alcohol and drugs, authorities said. She was taken to a county jail and released several hours later. Okay, I'll let you read this for yourself, but I just wanted to make a couple of observations here. First of all, substance use, behavioral health issues, including mental illness, they do not discriminate, right? It doesn't matter if you're Tiger, if you're Britney, if you're a family from California or Hawaii or New York or Boston, right? It doesn't care about your affluence or lack thereof, your religion, your skin color. It doesn't care, okay? This is a disease that is ongoing. And what do I mean by that? So think of this. I always compare recovery to remission from cancer, right? When somebody, God forbid, gets cancer, I've lost family members to cancer, so I sort of get it. And cancer touches just about everybody. The goal when you have cancer is to get yourself into remission, right? It's not really a, quote, cure. The idea is you do the treatment, and then hopefully it doesn't come back. You keep it in check. But sometimes it does return, and it typically comes back more ferociously. And so recovery is the same way, right? We're not curing anybody. The goal is to get, somebody like Britney into recovery. She's got to do the work that is necessary, but sometimes a relapse can be a significant part of the recovery process. People do relapse. And, kudos to Britney for going into treatment. I don't know if she did it on the advice of her lawyer, but at this point, who cares? She's going to treatment, and she's going to address the issue. And as I tell families, typically when we're dealing with the recovery journey, we tell families it takes about a year for somebody not only to experience recovery, but develop the skill set that's necessary in order to be able to maintain it. And, I was at a conference where I spoke a couple of weeks ago with my colleague, Dr. Robert Sanchez, and he threw out some amazing and really important statistics, because we've been telling families it's a year. It's a year-long journey. Don't necessarily need us for a year, although it's not unusual for us to sort of be on the case, maybe not actively working, but be there for the family for the year. But the statistics indicate that if you can keep somebody in recovery for a year, there's a 70% chance they will not relapse, right? But in order for that to happen, you have to continue to work on your recovery. What does that mean? It means you continue going to meetings. Perhaps you no longer have a sponsor, you become the sponsor. If you need, a therapist, you continue to, work with a therapist, whatever it takes. And I don't know what Britney was doing or not doing, same with Tiger, but the fact is that sometimes there's a relapse. Sometimes the cancer comes back. You get the idea? And so it's an ongoing journey. And, this is the battle that people in recovery, work on a weekly, sometimes daily basis. So I'm interested to hear what your comments are. If you're a family watching this, let me know your thoughts. If there's an issue going on in your family, let me know. I'll make you a video. Because if it's affecting your family, good chance it's affecting somebody else's. And these videos are about giving you the information that you need, okay? Not what's on Google, not what's on ChatGPT, but the information that we've learned over the years of basically after speaking to thousands of families and working with a lot of them. So if you'd like to talk to us, please feel free to reach out to us. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want more of this content that I make every day for you, please subscribe to the channel. And with that said, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.